mystery to me why Russia would really want Trump in there, knowing how pro-military he is, building up our arsenal, making us stronger, not weaker, because that's what we'd have gotten with Clinton. We would have been weaker, and we'd have had more of the Obama administration. Many people thought that there would have been a carryover from the Obama administration. That's exactly what Obama wanted, but it didn't happen. I think it's just anger. But, finally Schumer is realizing, look, get over it. The game's over. There's Trump's president, clearly. We're in Washington. We see the president. We know the president's here. Let's get our game plan on. Let's get a strategy going on. He says, we didn't have a message. You don't have a message. And our only thing is we're blaming something that didn't happen. We got Kushner right now on Capitol Hill. It's going to be closed doors, but being questioned, which it's going to show, again, with business dealings and with all the investigation going on, right, with Mueller, showing that there was not collusion with anybody in the White House, that there was no laws broken. But once this blows over, once this stuff goes away, they're not going to have anything. And I think Schumer, he's smart enough. I honestly think he's smart enough. It's amazing for me to even say this with the words coming out of my mouth about Chuck Schumer. But he is saying it because he knows what the conclusion, what the end game is going to be here on Capitol Hill, and with all these investigations going on, that there was nothing going on that's going to tie it to Watergate. And they have tried to paint this as being this much, where everybody's going to be indicted, everybody's going to be locked up, and there's going to be this resignation of Donald Trump, which is not going to happen. John McCain, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. I mean, it was a big shock to a lot of people when he came in for surgery for his eye. But over the weekend, he wasn't sitting around feeling sorry for himself. Nope. Over the weekend, just days, literally, of being diagnosed with brain cancer, him and his daughter, Megan, they were back on Facebook posting some beautiful pictures of them hiking. And it was Saturday that they went. According to Time, Megan took to Twitter as well during the hike and thanked people for their support. She says, amazing hike with Dad this morning. Thank you for all your best wishes, Megan McCain. You got to give it to McCain. You got to give it to the McCain family. I mean, things hit you, and I think they're just trying to put a positive face on a grim diagnosis. We don't know whether he's going to kick this or not. Only God would know at this point, but they're going to try to use the latest technology and treatments to be able to get rid of this brain cancer, but it's not a good diagnosis. We don't know. They're enjoying family time together, and I think that's what they should do, and still praying for John McCain and their family, but that's a tough thing, man, to go through. But I give major kudos to spend that precious time that you have left here on the earth with people you love and being out in the open air and just enjoying family time. And that's what it's all about. I thought how hot it is out there in Arizona to go hiking, but John McCain had a huge hat on, his daughter a hat, but his is like 5 times the size. You got to protect your head. And with the heat, man, it could just be brutal out there. But I guess it's something that they have in common. They enjoy hiking and they enjoy the outdoors, and the beauty that you can see out there in Arizona is beautiful. We do have an Arizona affiliate, and we're out there in Buckhead. Is it Bull City? I always forget. Bullhead. There you go. It's near a little outside of Phoenix. That's right. It's like, how dare you forget us? One of our actual first affiliates. Signing back on with For the People. So we appreciate you guys immensely. You guys have just, you kicked it off, and the rest is history, gaining affiliates across the country. But appreciate all you guys do out there with our, what do we say? It's our Arizona affiliate, man. They cover a lot of ground, and then they're online worldwide, which a lot of radio stations are, and they have found us through their station as well when you're not in the Phoenix area. So anyway, we appreciate you guys big time. Here's a funny story that I came across on Newsmax from Mogadishu, Somalia. Al-Shabab, by the way, they're up to no good all the time, a terrorist organization. And, they're claiming a growing number of deadly attacks in Kenya. And as this big election there approaches, they've declared a new offensive. And they're trying to really go after this new president and everything that he stands for, because this guy actually has some common sense to him. But anyway, the U.S. is invested there in the Somali area, and they decided they wanted to go to Twitter and to Facebook. So Al-Shabab, they're mocking President Trump in a new video, which I think is absolutely stupid. I'll tell you why in just a second. But they're calling him a brainless billionaire and his administration. And the reason being is because they, Donald Trump, us, the United States of America, and our military, we have efforts against the extremist group. So the site Intelligence Group says the video released Sunday includes the criticism of Trump as it addresses next month's presidential election in neighboring Kenya. And Trump, for your information, FYI, if you didn't know this, has approved expanded military operations against Al-Shabab, including more aggressive airstrikes and considering parts of southern Somalia areas and active hostilities. So I'm thinking to myself, do we want to call Donald Trump a brainless billionaire when the Tomahawk missiles, the mother of all bombs, was released in Afghanistan? We saw that. And then the Tomahawks that were released in Syria. Do you really think that would be the best move, to call him a brainless billionaire? Yeah. They're stepping up their militaries. These guys, their days are numbered. ISIS days are going to be numbered. They're on the run. They're desperate, and we're on to them like never before. We've never seen so much action, so much direct, because our military is able to finally do what they do best, is to hunt down the bad guys, to be able to go after them, shut these extremist groups down, shut their monies down, and cripple them for their infrastructure. And our guys in uniform and our allies are doing a brilliant job, collaborated effort around the globe, doing these incredible missions that some we hear about, some we don't hear about. But somewhere there's something going on with our military that involves our men in uniform. And if you have a son or a daughter that's in military, thank you very much for loaning them to us. We'll never forget what their service means to us every day here in America. We really appreciate that. We could not be this. We couldn't be America. We couldn't have the freedoms we have, even with the loonies out there that seemingly do things like burn flags and take flags down and take them out of cemeteries and all sorts of anti-patriotic acts. They still fight for America because we're still the best place on the planet, the most freest anyway. We'll be back right after this.
Help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Women Wear Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Listener supported For the People. I am Keith Allen. Thanks so much tuning us in. If you like the show, by the way, we like to say share the show. So take notice of where you might be listening, what radio station, where it is on the dial. So you may want to tell somebody about it so we can go ahead and continue growing across the country. And we do it one by one. So remember, if you like something, share something. So that'll be a great way to help build the broadcast, and several different ways to be able to listen to the broadcast, too. You might be listening on podcasts, but if you're listening to a radio station, that's the gold standard, baby. Just let them know the time that you're listening. And again, the call letters to the radio station, they can find it. But frequency, what they tell me on radio station, besides call letters, happens to be the biggest thing, where they can find you in the local market. A radio station in Berkeley, California, said that it's going to cancel an August speech by an atheist. And that atheist is Richard Dawkins. And the reason they're canceling it, they say, abusive. And why are they abusive? Well, if you know anything about Mr. Dawkins, he has been very critical of Christianity, big time. Judaism, but now it's not any of those. This happens to do with Muslim religion. That's what the local radio station says anyway. It says, you think that the famed atheist Richard Dawkins speaking about his new book at a benefit hosted by a left-wing radio station in the ultra-liberal Berkeley, California would be a match made in heaven. After all, Dawkins has been a darling of the left because he's hammered religion relentlessly. Oh, yes, he has. Well, it seems that the biologist's criticism of another religion has rubbed the folks wrong, and the radio station that I'm mentioning is KPFA-FM. And it's rubbed them the wrong way there.